Alright, everyone, it's time to get this. I should have made this video yesterday, but I just ran out of time. So here I am, Sunday afternoon, Bill and Ted Face the Music review right here. Alright, so Bill and Ted Face the Music is the end of the trilogy, third movie in the series, and it also takes place like, what they said, 26 years after? I don't remember what they said. The characters are a lot older now, so it's kind of different. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. Watched the trailer, and I was very excited for it. Had high hopes for it, and I loved the first one. Okay, the first one is so funny. I can probably watch it 3 or 4 times a year. Second one, a little bit, just a little bit worse. I mean, it's not that bad to me. Some people think it's just like a sequel, a cash grab. I still had a lot of fun in the second one. I thought it was very funny. And now the third one's coming out, like 26 years later. And let me say this first. I enjoyed it. Very fun. I laughed a lot. But that being said, it's definitely the weakest of the three. It's very, very goofy, kind of weird. I feel like there's just something missing from it, and I don't know what it is. It might just be the fact that they're older now, but I don't necessarily think that's it. There's just something that's not there. But that does not mean it's bad. Like, we brought Nathaniel, and Nathaniel had not seen any of them, and he hated it. After watching, he's like, dude, that was the weirdest, goofiest movie. I don't know ever watching that again. And I told him, it's not a movie. If I had just seen this one, I probably would not liked it either. Like, what the heck was that? You have to watch the other ones. It's definitely a sequel, but the cool thing about it is that it brings everything full circle. Because the whole idea behind the first one is that they had to pass high school because they were supposed to write the song to unite the world. And this one is about that because they're older and like, we still have not wrote this song. So the future gets in contact with them like, hey look, you've actually got like, I don't remember how much it was, like maybe 5-6 hours to write this song, or the world's gonna like pretty much blow up. Like everything was going, the world's gonna blow up and like history gets all mixed up. That being said, let's talk about more of it. Start with the cast. Alex Winter, Keanu Reeves, they step right back into their roles. I'm telling you. You know, after watching Keanu be like an action star in The Matrix, John Wick, etc., it's definitely weird to see him go back into the goofy role of Ted. And it's like, it still works because it's funny and it's like nostalgic, I guess. But it's almost like, dude, I believe that John Wick is this stupid now. Like, I don't know. And it's also like, where'd the beard go? Part of the old movies, they're old, so the graphics are kind of jank. And in this movie, the graphics were not good. And I don't know if that's because the budget kind of sucked, or if they were just trying to like keep it true to the other ones. Just like, we're gonna make the graphics still kind of suck, just because the old ones did. But the graphics weren't good. That's one big strike against the movie to me. It's so I feel a little more uncomfortable in this one. They emphasized on some of the awkward parts a little bit too much to me at some points. I was like, I was kind of sitting there in my theater seat like, a little awkward right now. And I don't really remember that in the other two. We're talking about the cast. I was talking about the cast. William Sadler returns. It's Death, which is very funny. Death is like might be the best part of the second one. And he's not really in the first half of this one. He comes in kind of like the later half. So I mean, it probably would have been funnier if he was in it more, but they set it up good to where he comes in. Now they have daughters. You think they're little Bill and little Ted because in the second one, but Bill and Ted, I guess, just named them that. But then they end up changing their names. I don't remember what they named it. They're basically their dad's names. Billy maybe, Billy and Theodora or something like that. I don't know. I don't know who played them, but I've got it right here, so I'll read it off to you. Bill's daughter is played by Samara Weaving. I've never seen anything with her in it, I don't guess. And then Ted's daughter is played by Bridget Lundy Payne. And this girl was good. She captured Keanu Reeves' Ted moment so well. Because she acted just like Ted, like the way she bounced and stuff, just like him. Like I know she did her homework for sure. That's really the main cast. The story was good because, like I said, it brings the whole thing full circle. They're trying to find the song that unites the world, so they decide they're going into the future, steal it from their future selves that wrote the song. But what they don't know is that apparently they've tried doing this a million times, because when they show up to some more future Bill and Ted's, they're like, oh, we were suspecting you this time, and they're like ready, and it gets out of control. It gets out of control. Meanwhile, their daughters set off and they go back in time, grabbing people from time, great musical influences like Jimi Hendrix. I'm going blank on all the other people's names right now. The piano guy. And they even remember Kid Cudi. Just super random, but they just go and they grab a lot of musical influences. So that gives you more of like the Bill and Ted feel, and that was mainly, I think, the thing that was missing, was because Bill and Ted were going and dealing with like different versions of themselves, like almost like alternate reality versions of themselves, while the girls were doing all like the history stuff. And just like watching Bill and Ted interact with themselves is very funny, but I think I'd rather watch them interact with the other people. And I think that's what I came to the conclusion, what was kind of missing. But the reason they do that is, I think I'm hitting spoiler territory. Okay, spoilers now. Spoiler alert. The reason they set all that up is because the way they unite the world is that they had their daughters, and their daughters went and grabbed the people from history and made a band, and then that band plays a song at the end, and Bill and Ted strum their guitar one last time, and that unites the world. So sending them back in time through the first one, it's all full circle, because they had to send them back in time for them to meet the princesses, to have the daughters. You know what I'm saying? So I want to rewatch the first one now after seeing this one and just being like, oh, this all makes sense. I did enjoy it. It was a little bit of a letdown. I just kind of thought it'd be funnier, I guess. But even though I did laugh a lot, like I said, the graphics were kind of so jank. Okay, there's this character in it though. He says his name like 20,000 times. Dennis Caleb McCoy. This character was hilarious. It gave me throwback Bill and Ted vibes. The way he acted and stuff, it was great. So funny. I can't really think of anything else to say. I would hope they're done. I don't know if they're trying to set up the girls. I don't know if the girls are gonna have their own movies. I think it should be done, honestly. If they make another one, I mean, I'll probably still go watch it, but like, I think they should stop. It's done. The Bill and Ted story is done, because like I said, everything's full circle. I feel like I've covered pretty much everything. If I did forget something, and you want to know my opinion on it, comment down below. So that's it. You can check out my other movie reviews. I just watched New Mutants. You can check out my trailer reaction for Bill and Ted. I'm pretty sure I did one. And you can like and subscribe, all that. And I'll see y'all next time.